Hey ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's Big Del. It's the real spiel, Del K. Brereton. Please like, share, and subscribe. You're going to want to hear this. There's a reason that Kyrie has to apologize, and I can't blame him for apologizing in respect to this particular issue. You have to understand what Zionism is. Zionism isn't the run-of-the-mill Judaism. It's not these regular individuals who go to synagogue, who identify as Jewish. Zionism is essentially terrorism. It is terrorism dressed up as Judaism. Zionism is the CIA, the force behind Jewishness. It's mafia. It is the power behind the concept of being Jewish for the European. And if you understand how the state of Israel was created in one day, where they essentially where NATO gave Israel the capacity to be Israel again. Since the time of Nebuchadnezzar, there was never a nation called Israel. Israel was basically controlled by Rome, controlled by Greece, controlled by Persia, controlled by Babylon, and essentially was in flux in most of the early times of the 20th century. And so Zionism was put in place really for good reason, but what is happening now is not. You see, what the Jews have realized is that the minute that you start doubting the Jewishness of Ashkenazis, the minute that you start saying anything negative about Jewish people, there is a gang-up effect that happens very, very quickly. And they recognize that, and therefore this is why they're so aggressive in trying to protect anything that they perceive to be negative about being referred to as Jewish. Kyrie is trying to be historically authentic. He's trying to demonstrate the Hebrewness of his potential background. He's trying to stand on the ground of true history. He's trying to show that he is Shemitic, and this is what he's trying to expose in linking himself to these various types of media sources or information. Right. And this is why black people are protecting him. This is why black people are behind him. But this is what you have to understand and listen to, the red herrings of when these Jewish commentators talk and they say it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous for someone to say this. It's dangerous, all right. It's dangerous for people like Kyrie, because what Zionism doesn't want is it doesn't want an individual with a platform like Kyrie saying anything that sounds anti-Jewish. And because to them, it becomes a scenario where the authenticity of their actual Jewishness comes into question. And then it's not dangerous for them, it's actually dangerous for the person who has the platform. I'm telling you right now, Kyrie not apologizing would put his family in danger, his life in danger. This is not about money, this is not about playing basketball in the NBA. This is about upsetting a worldwide mafia that sits behind all things Jewish and says that we will be the force behind you.
Meters, turn right.
You have to understand that these individuals are not playing games when it comes to protecting what they have created as the concept of Jewishness. And anybody who has ever been to Israel, I one of them, sees how they treat black Jews, those claiming to be black and Jewish rather. You see how they treat them. You see how they get the jobs that are the grunt jobs, that they don't get the positions that the so-called European Jews get. They don't live the same. And so there is a clear difference in treatment between black and white Jewish individuals because of who controls Israel at this current time. So Kyrie's scenario, ladies and gentlemen, he's got to do that to protect his safety. Forget about protecting his money, because we've all know he doesn't care. He's got enough money. But his safety, when you're dealing with mafia, when you're dealing with individuals who are like the CIA, when you're dealing with the Mossad, people that are behind making people disappear simply because they're trying to protect their concept of being Jewish. So I like folks to understand that when they see that this gentleman has to look at the hoops they have him jumping through.
Turn left onto
You know, those who have said this on this particular channel and others, you know, they never came after Bezos. They never came after Bezos for putting that documentary on Amazon Prime, but they will come after a black man with a platform, because Bezos putting that documentary on Amazon Prime does not create the fanfare that Kyrie did by simply talking about it. Simply talking about it, all of a sudden he became dangerous. And I'm here to let you know, Zionism, for those that want to call out the truth and the historicity of what it means to be a Semitic and a Hebrew person, Zionism is dangerous to you. It's dangerous because they will call you out. They don't care if they talk about how they used to own slaves. Jews talk about that openly. Yes, we used to own slaves. When you talk about, well, wait a minute, are you actually Israelite? Are you actually Hebrew? When you start having those conversations, you become an anti-Semite. And you become very, very dangerous to them. Kyrie Irving, he's had too big a platform. The calls were being made. His platform is too big to tell the world, hey, let's investigate what it means to be Hebrew, what it means to be Jewish. This is Big Del K. Brereton. This is The Real Spiel. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out.